Hi guys, Greg here from Zed Events, and I'm going to do a very quick intro to our very first podcast. Yes, the five of us are going to get together in a room, specifically our storeroom down at the mall, and talk a load of bollocks for about 30 minutes. We do hope you enjoy it. It is a bit chopped here and there. It is our first one, so do bear with us. There is, however, a fantastic competition about halfway through, giving away 2 free tickets to come down to Zed Events and take part in one of our events. So do check that out. Also, if you guys have any questions you would like to ask any of the gang, then please do leave them in the comments below. But the podcast is about 30 minutes long, so I'll leave you to it. Okay. We all good?
Yeah!
Yeah! So Steve,
Let's not be too excited. Let's be professional.
Alright, let's be professional.
What even is this?
Why do I feel like I'm going to end up being like the Carl Pinkington of this?
Carl Pinkington. It's Pilkington.
Pilkington? Okay.
He's already started. Okay, so welcome to the 28 minutes
27.
later.
What are we calling this?
Yeah, we're going to call it the 28.
One better, 29.
27 minutes later.
Should we call it the 29 minutes later?
Yeah.
29
That
minutes
extra
later.
minute is everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just going to chat about stuff here at Zed Events and like general topic stuff like film, TV, also what we've got in the pipeline, events that we've got going on, a bit of social and stuff. Probably best if we introduce ourselves first. So,
Yeah, that's cool.
We'll start with you.
Hello, I am Adele.
I'm Steve.
Andy.
Greg.
Holly.
Very good.
Remembered our names. Good start.
Yeah. So we are 5 people of a massive, amazing team that work at Zed Events every weekend. For those of you that don't know, we put on zombie survival horror days for customers where they get to run around an abandoned shopping mall for about 2.5 hours through an immersive story. Well, actually now it's a laboratory, isn't it, technically?
Don't give me a
No, we know that it's the laboratory.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We know.
Well, technically,
We know it's more medical.
it's a medical training
Okay.
facility,
You don't know that there's
isn't it?
definitely a
Medical
laboratory.
training facility. Yes.
just wreck the entire event.
What? By saying it's a medical training facility? No, everyone knows it's a
Everybody
laboratory.
knows. Everybody knows.
I believe that
I've
we are
said on social
when having
media.
emails going out to all customers telling them about their involvement in the medical trials.
Yes.
That was the vision.
Yes,
Uh.
that's good. And so first topic, actually, that's a nice way to lead on. Is Holly and I have 2 tickets next week for the
You
press
jelly
night
bastards.
for
You
this
utter jelly
VR
bastards.
experience.
I am so
Oh, yeah,
jealous.
about that.
I
How
am
was
so
that?
jealous
What's
of
it called
this.
again? It's the...
I should probably find out.
Oh my.
Preparation.
Virtually dead.
Virtually dead.
Virtually dead.
Virtually dead.
Virtually dead.
Virtually
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah, virtually dead. I received an email, a classified email, from Coltech. I hope I got that right. If not, I'll put the real name up afterwards. With a personalised video message. Now, I won't give too much away.
Hello, Greg. Greg, my name is...
Which is the link that I sent you.
Oh, I was on the train.
When you say personalised, was it like in that kind
Hi,
of robotic
Greg.
Microsoft voice? Hi, Greg Rudman.
All I'm going to say is that an outbreak has happened in Arizona, I think. Of all
Oh, that's
places.
far away.
That's
We're
one
fine.
hell of a place.
I thought it was in London.
And I'm a new recruit that they need my help.
What about Holly? Holly's
Well,
just there for
she wasn't
like-
mentioned in the email.
No, I was told to forward on
Hi,
the
Greg
email.
Rudman and guest.
Oh.
Yeah, it was that actually. But I did my job. I forwarded it on to you, and you didn't watch it.
I'll watch
so
that
that's
later.
fine. Yeah. So VR thoughts.
Well, it's becoming quite big at the moment. So many different people are using it for so many different things.
Yes.
I mean, games companies like are the big one at the moment with those kind of sort of gyropods that you can stand in.
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
can run around, you can do running and stuff.
Like the Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly, like the Star Wars one. But even theatre work has started getting it in. I know, Holly, you went to the exhibition at the National Theatre
I
for
did.
the David Albarn Alice in Wonderland show
Yeah.
that's going to be
Nice.
on
It
in
was
the
absolutely
Olivier.
terrifying.
And they had virtual reality for that, didn't they?
Yeah, so you obviously put the headset on and the headphones, and you were falling down the rabbit hole. So as you're
Nice.
sat on this toilet in the middle of the theatre, you're falling down, and then things are kind of spinning around you, and then you go you fall into like this plant crazy like psychedelic toadstool place. So you're sat in a toadstool and there's things happening, and then all of a sudden this massive Cheshire cat face comes straight at you
Sounds terrifying.
singing something like always smile, always smile. And it's just you.
Was it David Albin doing the voice for that as well?
I think because he's obviously had the vision and he's doing all the music for it, but it's. I mean, he's always someone that pushes stuff.
Every time I tried to look away from the cat because I didn't want to see it, it would just
Moved in front.
snake into behind the plants and then come and get me. Always smile.
Because did it actually sort of like, was it right up there in the face?
Yeah.
Of the
So to the point where me and when I went with Amanda, we're sat on the toilets going. Trying.
Because
Do
they
you
used
get filmed while you've got the
No,
headset on, so
they
you
film
can
each
watch
other.
how
We
much?
filmed each other.
Because they're even doing it with toys now. Like virtual reality is even sort of going into sort of toys that you can buy like from things like Red 5 and companies like that.
Oh yeah.
So when I mean,
headset things.
like during my day job, I work in Hamleys and Harrods. I actually can sort of work with the Red 5 guys, and they've got these headsets on, and they're nothing special. Like you put it on, and you're on the moon, so you can like kind of look around and look up and down. So you are looking into space. You look down, there's the moon. Look down, there's the lunar
Oh, look,
pole or
there's the
whatever.
Earth.
Yeah, so it's that kind of thing. But it is very much like it's a toy, and it's almost like one of those
Do you-
sort of slidey scope things.
You must still feel like you've got a headset on though, right? It must still feel like
Yeah,
it's...
because it's
What,
really
you going
heavy.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're not thinking, "Oh my god."
No, I
I've
think like
actually
for
been
our type of
transported.
events.
But it's.
I think for like our type of events.
Well, are they combining it with the sort of 3D technology that you get in like 3DSs as well?
I have no idea.
Oh, so
Is
we'll
that-
call that kind of the shutter thing.
Because otherwise you kind of wherever
It'd
you
be
move you're
2D.
getting it, but would it not be immersive enough to sort of say, oh yeah, I can get the depth there that you would?
I
with
think
3D?
they would be.
I
Yeah.
think you're going to end up with people with a lot of migraines with
Yeah.
these things on.
Yeah.
Because just looking at a 3D.
It's going to be the virtual boy all over again.
The thing is, I've tried PlayStation VR and Oculus Rift. I've tried them both, and actually, the head spinny thing, unless you're in like a space sim, if you're in like the one that I tried, I was sat in a car and I was like driving along, and I could like look left and look out the window and stuff, and like there were like people on bikes and guns coming up by the side. You just because it
Bikes
is
and
good,
guns?
Yeah.
What?
yeah, because it's just so realistic. Actually, you don't. I didn't feel queasy at all. Because you sat in a car, but I imagine if you're in like a space sim and you're like, whoa,
Yeah,
what's
you're
kind of
down a
moving
rabbit
I don't know
around,
if it's
I'm
going
falling
or falling
down.
down a
to
rabbit
each
hole.
person's eyes and their capabilities, but with 3D films that I've gone and seen, when the action gets really, really fast paced, it gets a bit blurry, and I can't. The 3D kind of
Yeah.
gets lost a bit. I don't know if that's the same with everyone else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
probably the quality of 3D.
Yeah, because I got Doom in 3D as well for the what was it, Xbox,
Yeah.
and that again, as you're trying to do the first person stuff and whizzing around, it just goes too fast sometimes. So
Brilliant.
just ended up leaving it.
I can imagine because it's a self-contained thing, like
Yeah.
around your eyes, it would
It
be
is.
a little less.
That might be
Yeah.
a bit easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things that I mean, the moral implications of this kind of stuff, of like how far you take immersive anything, though, is an interesting one. There's that great photo of Mark Zuckerberg at like one of the sort of the tech conventions. So it's a photo of him that's been kind of like sort of gift and stuff online, where it's him walking down past about 200 people, all of which have like these new headsets on, and he's walking down like looking really smug, and everyone's just doing like this, like the headset on, and it's just him who's not, and it just looks like an Orwellian
Is that-
nightmare. Like yeah.
That is horrific.
But and loads of people have kind of done the whole it's already happened and
Yeah.
like zombie brains and the Matrix and all this kind of stuff. But it is like, is it just going to be end up where people are sat in their sort of living rooms or whatever, just with a headset on?
In their people
Oh,
pods.
we're just doing
There's
this now
that.
There
anyway.
was like a film that I watched. I can't remember what it is.
It's
You
not
probably
social, though.
remember what it was. But there was a film I watched where people literally just sat in their homes in boxes.
Whoa.
And they sent like an avatar of themselves out into the real world.
Oh,
to
that was the one
interact.
with Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to get to that point.
It is absolutely.
Is it Surrogate or something like
Surrogate
that?
sounds
yeah.
about right. Yeah. It's horrifying.
But I mean, for the virtually dead thing, I mean, I can imagine it's quite good because obviously they have total control of the environment.
Yes,
Because an event
I
like
don't
ours,
really know what to expect. Really.
because the event like ours, obviously, because you are actually physically there, our whole thing is that you're actually in the environment, but that has
Or interacting
problems.
with it.
Yeah, but that has problems, as we all know,
What
with
is it
things
going to
going
augment?
wrong.
Is it just the environment
No, I think
that
there's.
gets
I
augmented,
don't
or
think
the
it's.
people
I
augmented
think it's
as
an
well?
hour long.
Yeah, it's
but then
15 minutes of virtual.
15 minutes out of the whole
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
Are
So
the
are
people
real-
going to be running at you with QR codes on their faces? So it just augments them as they come towards you?
That would be interesting.
Because that's how some of the previous augmented reality things have been done, isn't it? It's like where you look focus at an image or a QR code and then it pops into
up.
life.
Yeah, that's a lot of the stuff that I work with at Marvin's.
I don't think we'll be getting guns and stuff though. I think
No.
it's just an experience.
I'll just be screaming.
Yeah, amazing. Well, we're going to do a feature, hopefully on it. So check that out week after next. So yeah, so we all good for thumbs up for VR? I mean, I don't think we'll ever integrate into our events, but
I think I'd actually wuss out of it a little bit. I mean, I'd do it, but I'd be.
It is quite intense.
Yeah.
I did Capcom's The Kitchen as well demo.
Oh,
yeah,
how is that?
you're sat in a chair and your hands are tied to the chair and you can't move in a kitchen and there's a dead guy on the floor. And
shit.
he sort of slowly comes to life, walks over to you. He's like, oh, you know, I don't know what's going on. Like, got a knife and stuff, and he's bringing it right up to your face like that, and you're like, when you go like that, it doesn't make any difference because the screen's right there, so the screen just keeps moving backwards and forwards.
Can't get away from
you
it.
can't get away, and you just kind of sat there, and then like it's a creepy kind of grudge thing comes out, kills him, then comes up behind you, and you're like, oh my god, it's like right there, right there.
That sounds scary.
Yeah, that was
That's
quite
horrible.
cool. Like for horror, I think VR would just
It's made for it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, there
You
is
can
going
drop
as
it
far
down.
as like the 360 films.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause you can get
and the IMAX
you can
and
get
stuff.
like the poor man's VR with the Google Cardboard box thing.
I'm gonna hold my phone up in
and you
front of
put
my
your
face.
phone in front. But then you've got the whole thing. I've seen
Weird.
quite a few horror films where they've used that 360 degree thing.
Yeah.
And you've got stuff kicking off all over the place and you're quickly nipping it around. So
It's amazing how that works.
it is. It's really, really cool.
I'd wuss out. I'd be straight away getting it off me.
And then there's Dan Brown's. Does he use VR in Dan Brown?
Darren Brown.
Yeah, the Thought Park. Is it Thought
I
Oh
Park?
yeah,
have
no.
no
Darren
idea
Brown
what it is.
has got a new Thought Park
With his
horror
ride.
maze out. Is it a
I
ride?
would-
I think it's a ride.
It's a ride, yeah.
He is
Darren.
actually
Darren. D.
Darren.
Yeah, Darren.
Yeah,
So who the
whatever.
hell is
I don't
Dan
know.
Brown?
Yeah.
Dan Brown wrote
Yeah,
Angels
yeah,
and
he's
Demons.
That guy.
Da Vinci Code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a coincidence, he's got one as well as Darren Brown.
So I wouldn't trust. Again, I
Well,
wouldn't
it's the
trust
same guy for ages.
Darren Brown with a Thought Park ride. Like, and I love like theme rides, but I would just you would
Why
have to pay
not?
me to go.
No, I
Because
know
he's gonna mess
I
with you.
could
Of course he's going to mess with you. That's
Yeah.
the point of
Yeah,
going
I
on
think
it.
Dan B.
Dan-
I can't remember what other bit was after that, but we'll go. Let's talk about our event. So the guys that haven't done it out there, obviously we changed this. We had the same script for like 3 years, and then January we had a complete shake-up, mixed it all up, made it much quicker, faster paced. Thoughts on how it's gone so far?
Excellently.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
Had really good feedback so far from all the customers. They're saying very much so that it's evolved into a different type of event almost. It's much more focused on the action now than it was previously.
Yeah.
So
And I think that is mainly because of the change in the weapon system, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Because previously we were using like airsoft weapons and we had a whole bunch of like health and safety stuff. People were at great risk of actually injuring and harming members of staff using
Health and
those
safety.
weapons.
Yeah.
So there was a greater emphasis on, you know, make sure you know where you're shooting. You know, shooting a zombie or a person was always like had a really massive negative spin on it.
Yeah.
So you know,
Yeah.
only do it if you absolutely have
It's-
to. Make sure you know where your
safer
hit's
and cooler.
going.
It is
Whereas
cooler.
now, our
Grab
guns
on
are
again.
so safe that we don't have to focus so much on that, so people can run around like nutters.
Let's have a quick look
It's
at.
just behind you, Greg.
Oh, sorry,
I'll put it
Bonnie.
down.
there we go.
I kind of held
Not
the gun
you,
up and
not
went,
you, sorry.
I'm putting it here. But because the gun's more safe and
So these
because
are
it's
our
so
new
cool,
Yeah.
people
Exclusive.
can run around.
weapon systems. Yeah, so this is what customers get to use when they come here, and it is a, what do you call it?
I call it a Ram 810 variant, but I'm pretty sure that might be a little bit bollocks. But I think that's what they're based off of.
Yeah.
Ram 810s.
They
Uh,
are
This
super
weapon
safe.
system was
They are
custom
super safe.
designed by our CEO. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
CEO.
CEO.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Managing
MD.
director.
yeah.
The
boss.
top dog.
big
the
boss.
The
Sorry,
big boss
CEO.
man.
Lee.
Lee
Yeah, so
Fields.
they give a good kick.
Ooh.
They this one like up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the interface.
Do they?
Cover the end up, Andy. See what happens.
No,
No, not in the
Don't
ear.
have it here.
No.
But
Cover the
Oh,
end
for
up.
safety. Like, yeah, aim it.
ah,
I'll put your shoe light up.
Yeah.
So they're pretty badass.
Yeah.
They're pretty bulky.
They do weigh a
customers
fair bit, yeah.
get one of these each.
That's
to take
one of
around
the
after.
things that surprises customers when they get their hands on it for the first time, how much that actually weighs.
Especially
It's-
if they've done the event before and
Yes.
seen the tiny little plastic guns that
Yeah.
they were using before, and then
Oh,
there you go.
look at them.
Just
By
for-
comparison.
just for
Previous.
comparison.
Oh.
There we go. Don't know
Side
whether
by
you can see
side.
that. Andy, would you be so kind? Yeah, so this is now the difference.
Excellent.
Extended stock.
Plastic, just... I mean, they were okay,
They were
like, towards the end,
They
weren't
were
they? Yeah.
great.
But they weren't
they
fit
just-
for purpose by the end of it.
Yeah, they just do not compare to our new
No,
They
ones.
do not.
And also, it just marks us out as an event as being just slightly different, trying out slightly new things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot them in the head.
Shoot them in the head.
Shoot
We
them
are,
in the head.
as far as we
Yeah.
know, the only event where you can shoot the
The
zombies in the head.
You have to.
In the
They have to.
face.
The zombies do react really, really well based on where they're shot. So they will look to where the person's holding the gun, and they will react as if they've been shot in the arm,
Oh, yeah,
or shot in
definitely.
the leg.
Yeah.
And they are looking for that one vital headshot
Yeah.
that will put them down.
So
So
don't miss.
beautiful.
Is that how you copper?
Don't miss.
Don't miss.
Don't miss them. Don't
Don't
get
miss
you.
them.
In the head. Cool. So I was thinking, whilst
What were
we're
you
on the
thinking
event,
about, Greg? What are you thinking about?
giving away 2 tickets to some customers in some type of competition
Oh, you're paying for
for
it.
June. They're not
you
my
got
28 days
clearance?
later.
Have you got?
I've always got clearance.
Alright. Alright.
Well, social media, isn't it? What else?
As he spoke to the thing upstairs.
Yeah, the CEO.
The man that we really respect and love.
Yeah,
Yes, we do.
Hi, Lee.
Dr. Curry.
Hi. What? Who?
Competition.
What? Competition, yeah. So I don't know what kind of incentive thing based we could do.
So 2 free tickets to one person.
2 free tickets to one person. So we'll put some details in the comments, and
You
it'll be
can bring a
across all
friend.
Well,
platforms.
I mean, obviously, we get customers that come along and they see our zombies. I really want to see their zombies.
Yeah,
I want to see what you guys can do.
Can see
Yeah.
what people out
what
there
kind
doing
of zombie
zombies.
can you do?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
So
what we
zombie
thinking?
makeup. I would like to see people use household objects in an interesting way.
This has just gone down.
Heart attack. Well, you see
whole
people all the
other-
time use like
Here's what I
tissue
did earlier.
and PVA
Porn
glue.
star zombie.
And
Homemade. Right, well, we know what kind
Sorry,
of thing
everyone
you're
was thinking
into.
it. Come on.
No one was thinking that.
No, I was thinking like a bleach bottle.
yeah, I was along the lines of like
What has happened?
Porn stars use bleach bottles too.
Oh,
it's all gone wrong. But no, things like
It was a
things like
Oh dear.
soda
worse
bottles,
than I've ever
like drink bottles, like cut them up, get the plastic off them.
Records.
So there'd be what?
put wounds on or something.
Yeah.
Just
I reckon,
something
yeah, let's-
really interesting.
What about just the best zombie makeup ever?
Homemade zombie
I want to see
Homemade
a
zombie
zombie
makeup,
zombie.
yeah. God.
Best homemade zombie makeup.
Yeah.
No, we're not being photoshopped.
Not
No,
me.
no
Yeah.
Photoshops,
So-
no apps,
Real.
Raw,
no
raw.
Snapchat,
Yeah.
no
So
zombie
send in your photos. won't
Yeah, so
send them in.
photos, yeah. So let's do photos just through social. So add them to the comments, Facebook.
Do it
yeah.
on Facebook then.
Yo.
Yeah.
With
And then what about, so for the next podcast, we'll pick the winner.
We'll sit
Yeah.
down.
Pick best 5, and then we'll come down and we'll
Announce
We'll
the
have
winner.
a
We'll
vote
find
on
out.
Do we have
who's
other
the best.
prizes?
We will do
Greg's hat.
next time.
No.
We've got other prizes.
Have we?
Homemade brownies.
No. The super cool merchandise.
Yes.
Oh,
potential.
merchandise.
We'll have more merch next
We'll
month.
think about that for next time.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's not
Next
give everything
time.
away all in one go, Polly.
Prizes
Okay.
for everyone.
Yeah.
Yay.
Prizes, yay, good. Cool, yeah, so send in your best zombie picks and you could win 2 tickets to come and do our event. Okay, that's right, guys. Just to clarify, we are giving away 2 free tickets for a zombie survival event down at the mall in Reading. All you need to do to win is submit your best zombie photo in the Facebook comments below. Then on next month's podcast, we will be picking a winner, so make sure you tune in. All the details for the competition can be found in the video description on our YouTube channel, so make sure you do subscribe there. But for now, get your zombie on and best of luck. Oh, can we just quickly cover the Martian thing again?
Oh my god!
So basically, the camera keeps cutting out for no reason, and we don't know why. It's probably the ghost in this building or whatever.
Because it's Greg's.
Yeah, it's mine. So we were just having this massive discussion about where Martians come from. Holly and I think that they are just another name for an alien. And what do you think?
Right. So where do you stand on this?
I think that Martian is just a generic term.
Yeah!
These guys,
Oh my god!
These
thank
guys
you.
think that Martian is a generic term for aliens. Myself and Dell think a Martian is a specific species of thing from Mars. Like Earthlings are from Earth.
Stupid.
Because it's
Martians
spelled
are from
Martians.
Mars.
I'm not going to go that deep
Stupid.
into it.
Convenient.
So
Space-
I want to see how many of you guys where your
Where do you
camp
stand?
is.
Mars or generic term for
Just
aliens?
space.
Like aliens, but not
So what's
aliens.
xenomorph then?
Oh, no.
That's the name for the aliens of the film.
Is that not a generic alien term?
No, I think that's just them.
No,
It's
it's
just
There's
those
the type of...
That's a
It is
specific-
the-
that
Isn't
is a
it
specific.
literally xenomorph?
No, that's a scientific term for the type of body structure that those aliens have.
Yes, that would be a
Ah.
specific thing, whereas Martian is not a specific thing.
No, it's just
Right,
an
before the
alien.
camera
Yeah.
cuts out, Martian or generic
Martian.
Mars
Space.
or generic space.
In the comments below.
Put it in the comments below.
Yeah, cool. Right, I'm just going to check to make sure it's still recording before we do the outro.
Oh, it's not. It's not recorded any of it.
Yes, it is recording.
Okay, thank you for watching this pile of crap. That's been cobbled together from about 5 different
If we
cuts.
seem agitated,
Naughty boy.
it's because we've done this 5 times.
Right, okay, so what do you want from our guys next week? Because it would be great to have some
Pictures. We
questions.
want pictures of them as zombies doing weird things.
Yeah, the
outside life.
competition, we got the competition.
What's your favourite zombie film is obviously the catch-all question.
Yeah.
I want to see the most obscure zombie film that nobody thinks anyone else has ever seen. I want to know what that
Zombie
is so I
Diaries.
can watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah, guys, so we're just really after
Yeah.
like loads of comments and questions for us next week, so we can just answer those. And then we'll just
Questions
talk about,
for
we'll just bring up
us.
some other
Yeah.
topics that you
It
fancy
could
us
be
talking about.
questions like about us personally, about individuals you may have met if you've been for the event,
Yeah.
or
What qualifies us for this job?
what qualifies us for the job.
It can be
or-
insults that are aimed at Andy.
Oh, that would be mean.
I can take it.
We all get
The
insults.
kind of people that'll be watching this probably are weak-ass insults anyway.
Ooh.
Brilliant.
Challenge. There we
Well,
go.
according to you, no one's
challenge
naughty
has been
anyway. So, you don't want to retract that comment?
No? Leave it out there.
He's being
You
bold.
There we go. Controversial.
Nope.
So fade out, fade in.
Gotcha.
Cover up with music.
I think I could probably do a better cut than that.
Windows
Fade
Movie
down.
Maker.
Fade up.
Oh, Stars White.
Yeah, sounds right.
3D swirl.
Yeah. Turning the page.
Okay, yeah, so first podcast. It's been fun.
But it's shambles.
Yeah, it's not been great.
Yeah, don't expect the standard to get any better.
Camera didn't record 15 minutes.
This is an
Sitting here
improv.
having to say, have I
We
said
did this an
already? I
hour
don't know.
ago.
Yeah.
And Andy's hilarious jokes, you missed all of that.
About the Martians.
Because there weren't any in the first 15 minutes, but the bit you missed, loads of them.
The Martians.
If we just jump
Good.
in.
Goodbye!
Right, so before the camera cuts out yet
Yet
again.
again.
Yeah, again.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, so guys, please leave any questions or comments or feedback you've got in the details below. We're going to hopefully do one of these every month, so that'd be cool.
It'll take us a month to get one put together because your camera, Greg.